I just want to show you this coming in from the BBC tonight, in which a man has attempted with a hammer and I believe a chisel attacking a statue that the BBC has outside of Broadcasting House, its main place where it broadcasts. And let's just have a quick watch. Doing real damage. And you hear someone there shout, "More pedo protectors," and you think, well, hang on a minute, what's he shouting that for? Is this about Jimmy Savile? No, it's nothing to do with Jimmy Savile. The man who made the statue, Eric Gill, this is his Wikipedia page, and there is a whole section, where is it? Here it is, on paedophilia, incest and bestiality, in which his daughter, and it's pretty horrible actually, his personal diaries apparently revealing that he had incestuous sexual abuse of his two eldest teenage daughters, incestuous relationships with his sisters, and sexual acts on his dog. So whilst he was clearly a very talented artist, he also had some absolutely bloody abhorrent and unspeakably awful acts upon his children, for goodness sake, the people that you are brought into this earth to protect more than any other, you would imagine. But I want to actually just say, something like this, as far as I'm concerned, was absolutely bound to happen. Now, knowing what I now know about Eric Gill, don't exactly feel particularly enamoured by the man, right? So perhaps we can have a discussion between two adults about actually starting a petition, maybe to say, well, come on, we need to take that statue down. Any works of this man cannot be honoured at a national broadcaster's building. Have that discussion. But the problem is, post the Eric Colston, post the Colston statue in Bristol, in which that was ripped down by the Black Lives Matter mob, and you had this court case that said, well, hang on, we're going to let these people off because actually they've said that the statue was grotesquely offensive and all the rest of it, despite the fact that they had damaged and actually attempted to destroy what was public property. This is public property. It belongs to our national broadcaster. You don't have a right just because you don't like something. And as I've said, I don't particularly feel enamoured by it right now either. You do not have a right to just tear something down because you find it quote-unquote offensive. And that's the precedent that the Colston case has actually set. That's what it says now in modern Britain, that if you don't like something, if you find something quote-unquote offensive, you have an absolute right to tear it down. You have an absolute right to get up with a ladder and a chisel and chop away at this stuff, to cause goodness only knows how much in damage. And actually, do you know, this says something about the BBC. They clearly need to get the security in order, to be honest with you, but we have become a soft touch nation, in which someone on a ladder up there doing that, smashing, causing goodness only knows how much damage, just gets away with it scot-free. He gets away with it by law enforcement, he'll get away with it in court and all the rest of it. And that can't be right. You know, we've got to actually take a stand and say, hang on a minute, the law is the law. This is criminal damage. Will it happen? I don't know. But you cannot go around just saying, all right, I find this offensive, so I'm going to tear it down. That's the precedent that we've set. And I find it deeply worrying. And something like this, I'm afraid to say, was absolutely bound to happen.